We didn't go live on YouTube yet. Okay, we're live now. Wow, I forgot to click the live button on YouTube. Okay. All right. I knew something was wrong. Okay. All right, let's see. We got YouTube and TikTok. Are they on? Okay. Okay. Finally, they're on. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Adtx moving up. Let's go to ADN for real quick. Let's go to ADN real quick. 460. 460. ADN is forming a pennant right now. We're waiting for the big breakout. This thing again, a lot of people got very excited in the after hours pre-market activity today. The stock went to where were we pre-market? We were like over $5. I mean, it was ridiculous. We went to 510. We were at 510 pre-market, which is again, it's very thinly traded. I do not recommend you trade pre-market. Really, you're gonna you don't trade pre-market. Exactly. All right. So what is going on? Let's. I just want to bring. We got. Let's go to. Let's focus on ADN for a few minutes, and then we'll go back to ADTX. Okay. Guys, let me show you this chart. I'm looking at the 5-minute, 15-minute chart on ADN. Let's show this to the TikTok people, and why this thing is so explosive. Let me show you why it's so explosive. Make sure, again, guys, please click the upvote button if you're watching this on TikTok, or the hearts button, so we get more eyes on this. Okay, ADN, we're talking about ADN, 5-minute charts. We're 460. Again, we launched the stock over here at $1.90. We had a breakout. It doubled on, pretty much day one. Then we tripled by, third day. Pulling back, very normal. Consolidation. This is very typical of all our stocks that become 10 baggers, right? If you read the book, 10 Bagger Blueprint, all our stocks, if you're watching this on YouTube, all our stocks, all our bangers always, they got to consolidate. So what we're doing is we're forming right here, I believe, a cup and handle formation. There's going to be 2 cup and handle formations. There's going to be one right around 460. Excuse me, not 460, $5. Okay, $5 is cup and handle number 1. 460, actually not 460, right? 470, roughly $475 is cup and handle number 1. We break out of this level, then we go to $6. Now, if we go to $6, the next breakout is, you guys ready for this? The next breakout on ADN will be, I believe, to $12 to $15 a share. That's right. I'm looking for $12 to $15. This is, again, we have right now, this is ADN we're talking about. We got breakout. We have a golden cross about to happen probably in about 2 more days, which is going to be a major algo trigger. Okay, this is the previous, or a few months ago, this is where we were, $9. Okay, so I'm looking for this to go at least to $9, but really, I'm looking for, again, breakout, escape velocity. I'm looking for a return right around here, which is $15 a share, roughly $15 a share at these levels. I always say stocks like to go back to old highs, $15, $25 a share, which is right over here. So we've been there before. We've been in the hundreds. I always say stocks like to go back to old highs. And we have the breakout confirmed. This is a daily chart, so this is a big deal. What we're seeing here is a big deal. It is the beginning, okay? It is the beginning, or at least that's what the charts are saying. It's the beginning, right? And if we can, again, break out of this level, that's going to be absolute confirmation that we're heading to $15, $25 a share. Again, when we return to $6, which I believe that's going to happen very, very shortly, it's the next level is $15 to $25 on ADTX. Excuse me, ADN. We're talking about ADN. We got too many A's. Okay, Richard, you want to talk about Hoth? Not a lot is happening with Hoth. We need to have news flow. Look, we need news flow. I mean, the stock wants to go higher. I'll pull it up for a second. I mean, it's set up. This chart is set up to explode. The chart is I mean, we got a setup. We got a setup to explode, but we need a news catalyst. Look, we're ready to have this happen. This is what HOTH is ready for. HOTH, H-O-T-H. We could have a move like this from here. This is where we launched it right here. It should have gone higher, but it didn't. And the next move, I believe, could go much higher. I believe the next move could go above $5. Okay, so we are just, waiting. News flow is going to be what's going to move the stock. When is that news flow going to happen? I don't know. Could be a few days, guys. If you want to get, hang on a second. Let's see. Pin a notice. Oh. Okay, hang on a second. Let me try something. I'm on TikTok. Let me try something. One second. All right, click the link in the right there next to the comment section if you want to get the free newsletter, which goes out every 3-4 times a week. Again, the link below to get our free newsletter. Discover these stocks when they are breaking out. If you want to discover these stocks, you want to get in on the ground floor, click the link for the free newsletter below. It's only going to be there for a few seconds. That form is only going to be there for a few seconds. Just click it and boom. Okay, Adtx, we are on the move. We are on the move with Adtx, breaking out now on the charts, $1.14. Again, this thing is like a roller coaster, up and down, up and down. But if you look at the charts, it wants to go higher. It's looking for an excuse to go higher. The 1-hour charts are showing a breakout. Okay, the 1-hour charts, we have not seen this number, and this could be very, very significant. Very significant. Why is this significant? Let me show you. We're looking at Adtx right now. Adtx. Hang on a second. I actually like this setup. It's kind of a interesting setup on the chart. Let's flip it around to show the TikTok people. Okay, so Adtx, we're at $1.14. Look, this is the major level right here, this green line, 200 moving average on the 1-hour chart. When we break out of that level, we could have some big moves, big moves, okay? Now, look at this. It's been a line of resistance. We were not able to break out of that level. Again, we had kind of attempts, but it failed. This one didn't quite work out. Now we're breaking out again. Now, the confirmation will be when we get another bar. We got to get a couple of bars above that closes above that 200 moving average. We want to see something like clear above it. We want to see a clear breakout, meaning we want to see $1.20, $1.25, $1.30. $1.30 actually I think would be a good number. If we get $1.30, that is confirmation that Adtx is breaking out. Again, put this on your watch list. I don't know if it's going to happen today in the next few minutes, but Adtx, if we break out of $1.30, this thing could absolutely go to the moon. And by the way, it's the 1-hour chart I'm looking at. 15-minute charts already show the breakout. Okay, we have a breakout that's official on 15-minute charts, as do the 30-minute charts. Okay, so the 30-minute charts, next thing we're looking at is a golden cross on the 30-minute charts, which could happen later today, could happen end of the close today, or a little bit later, or tomorrow morning. Actually, let me notify. I got to notify my. We got to notify the people in our private Telegram. Hang on a second. Let me just do this right now before I forget. I'm gonna let them know about this. And by the way, that's what you get with our private. Hang on a second. With our private Telegram channel, you get trading signals throughout the day and early alerts when we launch that new banger stock. Nathan is saying, don't buy yet, wait for it to confirm. Yeah, Nathan, you're right. Listen, when you're right, you're right. I think, look, that's the more conservative way to go. The problem is Nathan, if they wait for it to confirm, it could be a lot higher. So, I mean, it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. What Nathan is recommending, I think, makes a lot of sense for most people. It's more conservative. I'm a little bit more of a risk taker. A little bit more of a risk taker. So, you know, I would say here is a good chance, but, you know, you do have a bit of a risk. You know? But yeah, Nathan is 100% right. You do want to wait till we get a little bit above it. But again, I'm watching a 30-minute chart for the Golden Cross. I want to let my people know here. Hang on a second. Let's go. 1 second. See, people in our early alerts, private Telegram, they get first priority. So if you want to get in there, click the link in the bio above. It's on WHOP, WHOP. All right, here we go. Give him a little voice message. We're going to give him a little voice message here. All right, Penny Stock Billionaires, we just posted the chart on Adtx, 30-minute charts. We have a Golden Cross coming up later today. It looks like it's going to happen in the next probably 4 or 5 hours, 4 or 5 trading hours. So meaning it could be later today, right at the close, or we could see tomorrow morning around maybe 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. But that will be an algo trigger that could send this thing soaring higher. Possibly, again, the number we really want to see is $1.30 for the official breakout. Let's see what happens with the Golden Cross. If we have a Golden Cross when the stock is $1.30, that could send it to, you know, $2.50. If it happens right here, it'll go to $1.30, $1.50, and then we'll see from there. But that is what we're watching on Adtx. All right, back with you. Okay, people are asking about Ciata. Okay, hang on a second. Let's Doug. Okay, Doug, you're on our Telegram. Are you on our private Telegram? Are you in the Penny Stock Billionaire channel or the Wall Street Reporter channel? Doug. We have Doug. Doug on Twitter. Doug on Twitter. I still don't know how to call it X, but this is Doug. Doug is saying, you have brought my stock account out of the negative. So, yes, we have a lot of people making money with our stocks. Some of them are going positive to positive, but here's what is going on. I think what is Doug asking? What will confirm? What is he asking exactly? Is he asking what's the confirmation on Adtx? Confirmation really is, I would say, $1. How about Nathan? Let's see, what does Nathan? Nathan, what would you say is a good level to get in with Adtx? What would you say is safe confirmation level on Adtx? What do you say, Nathan? $1.25, $1.20? Aragno saying, are you doing something? You're in the red on all of our stocks. I don't know how that's possible. All of our stocks are all higher than when we launched them. The key is Aragno, here's the key. The key is you got to get in as early as possible, meaning within the first 30 seconds, because our stocks have a tendency to double or more out of the gate. And, you know, the higher a stock goes, you know, it becomes more risky, right? So, you know, if you can get in early, you have basically a built-in profit. If you can get in the first, you know, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, you have a built-in profit. So that's why, you know, we have this program, Early Alerts, on our WHOP platform. Click the link in the bio above, which, you know, with that, you get the early alerts. We tell you exactly what time and when we're going to launch the new stock, so you're ready, and you can get in the first few seconds. You know, it's right. It's going to be right there. So you're going to have maybe, you know, if you can get in the first 30 seconds, chances are you're going to get it before it starts running 50% and more. Usually our stocks explode 50% in the first few minutes, and then we post it everywhere else. Okay, the only one I made money on was Ciata. Then I went back. Okay, hey, come on. Okay, now I don't know. Were you getting our trading signals? Were you getting our trading signals? I don't think you were. I don't think this guy's getting our trading signals. So that's what happens. But let's pull up Seattle. What's going on with Seattle? Not much. Look, I told you guys, yes. Look, I've been telling our trading alerts, our early alerts, private Telegram. Seattle's kind of, drifting. It's below the moving averages, so it's trending lower. Support is at $2. Major support. Again, what's going to move the stock? Is confirmation of the merger. Aragno saying, "Sir, you told us to get back in. You were talking $15." Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Aragno, here's the deal. You probably saw this on TikTok. Now, when I do videos on TikTok, those are delayed. It takes time to upload. By the time you see a video, it might have been there a couple of days. You got to get our Telegram, private Telegram channel. We have stuff real time throughout the day. Constantly, we have trading signals because these stocks could turn. Now, yes. By the way, my target on Seattle has not changed. I believe this could be a $15 stock. I believe. Okay. So Ragnar, you got Wall Street Reporter. Okay, that's the public Telegram. We have two Telegrams. We've got Wall Street Reporter, okay, and then we got Penny Stock Billionaire. Penny Stock Billionaire again. That's the private Telegram where we have the trading signals. We do have some stuff on the Wall Street Reporter, but not as much as we moved it to the private thing because people don't want to get bombarded all day long. So that's what we did it. Yeah, look, I think Seattle long-term target is $15 after they close the merger. After. Okay, so how do you get in our private Telegram channel? Okay, you got the book. Okay, excellent start. So click the link in the bio above. If you're on Telegram, in our bio, there's a link in our bio on TikTok, or if you're watching on YouTube, it's in the video description. But the link is in the bio on TikTok. It's on WHOP, WHOP, and that's where we have. We have a private chat. We have a private chat there. You can chat with other members. You can interact with other members, and most importantly, we tell you about the new stock. You get in at the ground floor. We tell you when we're going to launch that new stock, which is what it's really all about. Here we go. What is going on with ADN? Somebody's asking about ADN. ADN is preparing to explode. I thought it would be exploding at lunchtime. And is it happening? It may happen once I leave. Shivas, when you think Adtx is going to pump? I think Adtx is preparing to pump now. Look at we showed the charts. Now, what about Nathan? I want to see. Listen, when Nathan gives the all clear signal that it's breaking out, that's the official. Adtx, yeah. I don't know what's going on because I think they had some issue at some point. I don't know why they can't be bought on all brokerage accounts. That's true. We're at $1.11. So this is the thing. It started to move. And we started to move, and then it drops back. It starts to move, it drops back. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, very annoying. Very annoying with this Adtx. But I showed you the charts. The charts are telling you what looks like it's going to happen. Again, the main chart we're looking at is the 1 hour chart. If we have a clear breakout above that moving average, it's going to explode. If we don't, it's not. And right now we are. Where are we? We are now slightly below the moving average on the 1 hour chart. So Adtx looks like it may have been a failed breakout attempt. Maybe, very possible. These things happen. It could happen. It could happen. Okay. Anyway, back to ADN. ADN looking really good. The chart's looking really good. we're waiting for this basically. Hang on a second. What are we waiting for? We're forming a pennant formation on the charts here. The bias is towards the upside. I mean, this when ADN starts running, it could explode. It could absolutely explode. Let's see. Here we go. Guys, click the hearts button, upvote, or whatever it is so that we can get more eyes on the live stream. Okay. Here's the chart we're looking at, 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart, ADN 454. Again, the bias on the stock is right now towards the upside. We're well above the moving averages, and this is the level to watch, which is right around I would say 470, 467, 470. We start breaking out of 470. That means we've got like this cup and handle, and then that's it. You know, it pivots from there to $5. So we're going to have the CEO on our live stream. What are we going to do? I think we're doing it tomorrow. We're doing it tomorrow. Craig, is Seattle going down because people are tired? Yeah, people are basically bored. That's what it is. That's the real reason. They don't have the patience to wait. That's the reality. It's dragging on. People, you know, it's a speculative stock. People bought into it because they thought it was closed immediately, realistically or not realistically. And now, you know, it's it's taking a month longer. So they're that's what happens always. You know, you got to be prepared for that. Listen, I would say, look, with Seattle, I would wait till we. You know, right now it's kind of in a no man's land. I would wait till we hit a level of support or it breaks out. Like right here, there's no real point to buying Seattle, honestly, because we don't have a signal. Either it's got to be at $2, which is the key support level, or we got to break above like $4, which is a breakout level. In between those two, it's like a no man's land. So that's the reality, you know. And by the way, everything on this channel is paid content. Whatever I tell you, you take everything with a grain of salt. These all are client companies and all that stuff. And these are all highly speculative stocks to begin with. Okay, Adtx. You know, I was all pumped up. You know, before we started the live stream, the stock was breaking out. You know, we started running from $1.10 to $1. What did we hit $1? We hit $1.18. We hit $1.18 almost. You know, which is kind of a big move for the stock. It doesn't really move that. It hasn't been moving that much lately. So I was like, okay, we're gonna have a breakout. Tomei, yeah, I was all pumped up. You know, on our Telegram channel, I said, okay, this thing is gonna move. But we did say, look, it's gotta, you know, get above those like $1.20s, $1.30s. So what's going on? The breakout with the ADTX breakout has stalled. Maybe it'll come back in a few minutes. We don't know. Minute by minute, we really don't know what's happening. But again, the reason I brought it to your attention is we're breaking out on the 1-hour chart. If you look at ADTX, the 1-hour chart, 200 moving average, we had a clear breakout, but it didn't follow through. Again, if you're just joining late on TikTok, I'll show you the charts right now, which is right here. So yeah, this is what we were excited about. We got, again, the breakout on the 1-hour chart. It's a big deal. The 1-hour chart, okay, 200 moving average. But we pulled back. So if we were to follow through, if we would be at $1.20, the second bar, $1.25, okay, $1.25, that would be confirmation. So with that said, you know, that's what's going on. Looks like, you know, I don't know. It ain't happening. ADN pulling back. How about what's the market doing? What are the markets doing? Oh, okay, you know, maybe it could be because the Nasdaq is weak. I'm making excuses. By the way, but it's true. So Nasdaq is down 300 points. Nasdaq is down 300 points, and that is a bit of a headwind. I'm wondering why these stocks not moving. Could be the NASDAQ. I mean, look, one thing I do talk about in the book, 10 Bagger Blueprint, is, list of 10 criteria, chapter on theme and market cycle, page 101. You gotta, you do want to have the markets in your favor, meaning like it helps if we're in a bull market and you have a hot sector and a hot theme. If you have that, plus you got all our other stuff, inflection point, market, all that stuff, then everything is lined up. Okay, everything is lined up. So but when you have the markets against you, it's a little bit tougher. It's a little more difficult. Like, for example, at the time I was writing this book, which was 2022. It was 2022. We were in a bear market, especially for microcaps. We were in a bear market for microcaps. There we go. We were in a bear market for microcaps. Okay, SF98764 saying I made a lot of money in ADN. Okay, all right. How much is a lot? What is a lot? Did you make 5 million, a million, 100 grand, 10 grand, 5 grand? What did you make on ADN? Send us a testimonial letter. Send us a video testimonial. That's what we need. Were you at the ground floor? Did you get in? Are you part of our early alerts? Okay. So we got comments. Doug, Keith. Okay, we got people on YouTube coming in here. YouTube, Keith. ADN 1250. That's right. That's my target. ADN 1250 is my target on ADN. Yeah, it could be. Look, I think what's happening today is there's a little bit we got a bit of downdraft. We're fighting, we're going up, we're swimming upstream. That's the truth. We're swimming upstream today because the market's down. The NASDAQ, which is, that's really our, ADN wants to go high. I'm telling you this. There is no question. There is no question. Yeah, our stocks are definitely looking good. C++ commenting, there isn't enough participants in Adtx at the moment, and it needs news to push it up. Exactly. I agree. That's it's a problem. They need to have news. Without news, I ain't gonna move. Nathan, whoa, Nathan, this guy now. Okay, if Nathan says ADN will be $9, if Nathan says ADN $9, I take that seriously because this guy is very conservative. This guy is kind of like a conservative player. Why do you think ADN will be $9? And by the way, end of the week is only Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We got 3 days. So you're saying that ADN could double? Actually, it's not bad. It's not even that much. It's only a double. It's not even a big move. A double is nothing. A double is nothing. We're at 450, so it's a double. It's nothing. Again, I think, we've said it before, with ADN, we got basically, it's a two-step process to get to 1250. First, we break out to this $5 level, cup and handle at $5, which could happen today. It could happen tomorrow. And from the $5 level, it goes to $6. At $6 is the big move. When it breaks from $6, the cup and handle at $6, it's going $15, I think. My opinion only, not advice, not a, price, what do you call it? Price warranty or guarantee or whatever they call it. Nathan is saying we're at a higher low. Yeah, no, on the 1 hour chart, what's going on is we're marching up. I mean, this is a classic bull market, a classic bull trend. This is classic, absolutely classic, textbook. breakout, high, higher low, higher low, higher low. You know, goes up, pulls back, but it goes higher. So yeah, I mean, could ADN be $9? Absolutely. We're forming a pennant. Nathan, would you say we're forming a pennant right here? A pennant for a massive breakout? I think we're forming a pennant triangle for a massive breakout. And again, we got the golden cross coming up on the 4-hour chart, which is an algo trigger. Okay, the algo. You see that? How close we're getting, guys? We almost forgot about it. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen tomorrow. That golden cross could happen tomorrow, and if it does, you know, you will see $9. I think we'll see $9 if we have that golden cross. Yeah, I think if we see that $9, excuse me, if we see that golden cross on the 1-hour chart, we'll be at $9. Let's see. All right. So, all right, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up. These stocks are kind of they're a little bit stalled here. They're a little bit stalled. They're not moving. The market's a little rough. So I don't think we're gonna have a big move. ADTX looks like maybe another day. Needs more eyeballs. Needs news flow. ADTX needs news flow. But it's primed. It's primed to go. It really is. ADN dipping below on the 5-minute charts. We're dipping below the 50 moving average, which is, you know, okay, as long as it bounces off the 200 moving average. Look, as long as ADN stays above the 200 moving average, it's the green line, it's bullish. Morris is asking, what's the name of the stock that Nathan is saying will be $9? ADN. ADN. Hang on a second. Let me put it on the screen for you. And then we're going to wrap it up. All right. So the stock is, you ready for this? The stock that Nathan is saying will be $9 this week? ADN. ADN is the symbol. We're at 448 right now. That's the chart. Breakout, trending up, consolidation, pennant, flag pennant, whatever it is. This thing wants to go higher. The bigger the pennant, the bigger the breakout. So yeah, I think $9. Let's see, Nathan. What's Nathan saying? If it closes 520, and yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm looking for. Nathan, you and I we're on the same page. We are on the same page. If this thing can go into the $5 range tomorrow and hang out there a little bit, even a day, if it hangs out there just 1 day or 2 days, you know, at $5, that's going to be that cup and handle formation, and from there, it could break out to. I don't think 9. I think it could be $12 because when it goes, it's going to go. Okay, when this thing goes, it's going to go. Nathan is saying 6 to 7 tomorrow. I don't know. You think 6 to 7? You never listen with this stock. It's very, very. You know, this stock is like. I mean, this stock is super, super. You know, it can move big time. It can move big time. So. There's the 1-hour chart, very bullish. I'll tell you what though, if we get that golden cross, which we're getting very close to, like literally, it's probably going to happen tomorrow. It looks like it's going to happen tomorrow. The golden cross on ADN is going to happen tomorrow. That's what the charts are saying. And when that happens, you're going to have an algo trigger that could send this thing to you know, $9. Yeah. So okay, let's see. C plus. C plus. You know, I ignore. I do like to look at it a little bit, the after hours, whatever. But for official purposes, I don't use it. I only use normal trading hours when I look at moving averages. But you know, if you look at, look, here's the problem: the after hour stuff really it screws up the data. It screws up the data. I mean, technically, we had a golden cross on the 15th. If you look at the after hours or whatever the post hours, but it's not real. Yeah, I would say basically, I would say it's not really valid. Yeah, because there's not enough volume. That's not a real market. It's basically a rigged market. The after hours, all that stuff. So okay, I think the markets. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the after hours pre-market too volatile, and yeah, it messes up the chart. Yeah, you know, what happened is exactly. Yeah, Nathan, this is what happened. We had that happen today with ADN. People got excited. I think they saw some videos on TikTok yesterday, and they were buying, you know, after hour or pre-market this morning. Stock went to 5 and change. We went to 5 and change pre-market, and of course, what happens? What happens always? You know, it fades, it drops. You know, that might be. I think. Listen, I got to tell you, I think fading the pre-market stuff or whatever on these stocks is like free money. I would fade the pre-market stuff because it's not sustainable, right? So if you just short the thing, you know, pre-market, if it has a major pop, if you have a gap. Makes sense because you know the gap. We had a big gap today. That's what happened. We had a big gap this morning, and it screwed up the chart on ADN. Now, I mean, it fixed itself. It fixed the situation, but we had an opening gap. We had a huge opening gap today. It closed yesterday at 435. We closed at 435 and we opened at 470, you know, 40 cents almost. And it went to $5. ADTX. Okay, let's take a look at ADTX before we sign off. $1.11, you know, might be shaping up. Look, ADTX, very thin right now. This thing can explode but you know, you got to watch the algos. Watch that chart. I would say $1.30 is confirmation. All right, guys. I'm looking to have another new banger. We're looking to have a new banger maybe next week or the week after. Again, the goal here is to have 2 bangers a month. The goal is to have 2 bangers a month on the channel, and I think in June we had 2 or 3. And do we have 2 or 3? I don't know how many we had. I think in June we had 2 or 3. I'm not sure what the number was. July we had 0. So far this month we have 1. I'm looking to get 1 more in. I'd like to get 1 more banger in there. I want to have 1 more banger in next week. And if you want to get in early, if you want to get at the ground floor when we launch the new banger, whether it's next week or you know the week after, whenever it is, you want to get it at the first 30 seconds. You got to get the early alerts. You got to be in our early alerts program. Click the link in the bio above. I think I got to change the name. The early alerts. I think I should change the name. It's like I should maybe change to the inner circle. The inner circle. The inner circle. You want to be in the inner circle? The private telegram, the WAP, WHOP. Let's pull up the WAP so people can see what it looks like. We can see what it looks like. Let's go WAP. Let's see what's happening in our chat. Okay, so here we go. So basically, look, let me show you something. So we actually have a chat. I got to answer these questions. So we have a chat. This is our penny stock billionaire gang channel on WAP. WHOP, WHOP. And this is a chat. So we got a couple benefits. One is we have the chat going where you can chat with fellow members, ask questions, and I got to answer these questions over here later. I'm going to answer these questions for Richard. And at the same time, we also, the other benefit is you have access to the private Telegram channel. That's another thing. Penny Stock Billionaire Telegram channel. You see that? That's a private Telegram channel. And we don't have that many people. We only have like not even 50 people right now. I'm going to cap it at like probably 200. I don't think we're even going to get to 200. I don't really care. It's just, look, the point of having this is like for people who it's worth it for, yeah, let them have it. And then, of course, we tell you when we launch a new stock, it's going to be right here. You're going to have those early notifications. And I've been delaying this, but we're going to have the video course for 10-bagger blueprint. For the 10-bagger blueprint. So this is what's going on. Let's see. Okay. All right. Last look before I sign off. ADN kind of you know, again, it's slightly we just dipped slightly below the moving average on 5-minute chart. I don't think it's a big deal. Again, the main thing you want to look for is it's got to stay above the 200 moving average, which right now is 434. 434. As long as we're above that, we'll get an uptrend, and we might even have a fake at it. It's very possible it could dip below it, but the 1-hour charts are very bullish. And again, this thing could turn on a dime and explode. We got a beautiful setup on this chart, and we got the golden cross about to happen. So it's ADN is looking real good. What about Palantir? Is Palantir going down? Is Palantir crashing the market? Yeah, I'm glad it's crashing the market. I have to admit, I had Palantir early. I had Palantir at I think $15, and I sold out too soon. I sold out of Palantir too soon. That's what happens. I missed the boat. I kind of like, oh, you know, it's not. It was like, you know, I make the same mistake you make. I'm no different than you. Okay, I got impatient. We're going sideways. I'm like, shit, this Palantir. Nobody knows what these guys do. And by the way, nobody really can explain what they do. Really? You know, what exactly is it? And I sold out. I sold out of Palantir. And it goes to 10x higher. How about Lilly? I had Lilly. I think I made 5 times my money in Lilly. But then I sold out because I got impatient. I was like, oh, wow. I made, you know, where it can go from here? Boom. It went to the moon from there. All right. So anyway, look. We're going to have a new banger. We got couple new bangers in the pipeline. We got a couple of new bangers in the pipeline. Let me take a look, actually. Let me take a look at Palantir. I'm just curious to look at the charts. I'm biased, obviously, so whatever I say about Palantir, you got to take with a grain of salt because I'm bitter. I'm bitter that I missed out. I'm bitter. No, really, I'm biased because I missed out on this move. So I hope it goes to zero. I really hope Palantir goes to zero because I missed out. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Okay, so the chart's looking rough. It looks like a classic top. Man, the chart is actually looking pretty bad. It had like a fake failed break. Look, if we break below $1.52, that's the moving average. If we break below $1.52 on Palantir, it's going down. Hell, I'll show you the charts. I'm only going to show this because it's like, you know, but look at this. This is a classic uptrend. This is a classic uptrend. You buy the breakout of that moving average, and you ride that trend. Look at that. That was a perfect trend following stock. As long as we're above this green line, which is the 200 moving average, $104. You know, technically you want to be long. Technically, you know what I'm saying? Because it's bullish. Same thing with ADN. ADN, we got the same exact thing happening with ADN. You could have exactly that type of trend like Palantir happening with ADN, okay? Meaning we broke out of the 200 moving average. There's your breakout on the daily charts, okay? That's your breakout signal. And you ride that trend until it falls off, okay? You ride that trend. You know, basically, you got to ride that horse until it drops dead. That's right, Nathan. Exactly. So now the question is, by the way, what I just explained, what I just told you right now about trend following, it's exact. I have a whole chapter in the book, 10-bagger blueprint, that explains this. And we got to get this video course going on the WAP thing. I'm going to get it going. Okay, I promise. You know what, guys? I'm going to make a promise here. We're going to start the video course today. We're starting the video course today because I've been delaying it. We're going to do it today because there's no excuse. We're going to do it today. It's not going to be great. I want it to be, you know, maybe it's not going to be great the first version. It'll be better, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it because I think it's very important. We're going to do. I think the first lesson is going to be charts. We're going to do a lesson on charts, on WAP tonight. We're going to do WAP. You know what? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. That's it. That's it, guys. I'm committed. I'm making a commitment. I'm going to go on WAP. I'm going to announce it to the WAP people here because I've been delaying it. So we're gonna announce it here. We're gonna announce it. Okay. What time is it? It's how do we do this? Oh, wrong. Wait. No, it didn't work. Okay. Okay. All right, penny stock billionaires. We're going to be doing we're going to finally get the 10-bagger blueprint course, the video course. We're going to start it tonight on WAP, WHOP, right here. I think we're going to do it. I'm absolutely going to do it today. We're going to start the first lesson, and it's going to be on charts because we got Richard asking a lot of questions, and he deserves the answers. We're going to be talking about charts. I'm going to be doing the video course tonight as a live stream at, I think I'm going to do it at 6 o'clock Eastern, approximately 6 o'clock Eastern. Approximately 6 o'clock Eastern, we're going to do it, okay? So, guys, I'll let you know on Telegram, but leave some comments if you have a different time, but we're going to do it as a live stream. Get your questions ready. We're going to be talking about the charts tonight on the course. All right, that's it, guys. You want to get in that video course? Join on WAP. Link in the bio above. Somebody's asking, can you do Eli Lilly? I don't want to look at Lilly because it's another one. I sold early on Lilly. I made money with Lilly. I think I made like 4 times my money with Lilly, but I missed the big. I sold too soon, which is. You know, how many times does that happen? A lot of times, a lot of times. Which, by the way, what I like about when the stocks that we're promoting here on this channel, because this is all basically paid stock promotion. These stocks I don't trade like ADN, Adtx. These are client companies, so I can't trade them for 2 reasons. One is it's a conflict of interest. It could be insider information, you know, so I don't want to cross that line. And the benefit of it is because I'm not trading them because there's a conflict of interest. The benefit is I can be very objective. I have no emotions involved. I really have no emotions involved. Obviously, you know, sometimes we may have options or warrants that we get in these stocks. So obviously, I'm biased, but really, there's no emotions. You only get emotional when you own the stock. Right? That's the way it is. It's a challenge. So the benefit of our private Telegram channel is in that daily trading, the trading signals, they're unemotional. It's purely the charts. So I can give you stuff that you wouldn't have otherwise. Okay. Misfits Jigima. Yes, absolutely. We're going to have If you're on WAP, WHOP, click the link in the video description below. Video description if you're watching on YouTube, to sign up tonight, 6 o'clock Eastern. We're doing it. We're doing it. I've been delaying. We're doing it. That's it. We're doing it. No more excuses. No more excuses. We're doing it. It might be like this type of live stream. It might be like a little bit rambling. We might have to ramble. It may not be perfect because I don't know, may not be perfect, but we'll get it out there because I think people deserve to have it. So, all right, guys, that's it. So, Kafil, you're welcome to join. Click the link in the bio to join on WAP, WHOP, for early alerts. Because when we launch that next stock, when we launch that new stock, whether it's next week or the week after, it's going to be a banger. Why do all our stocks explode out of the gate? Why do all our stocks double literally within a few minutes? Why is it? Well, insider information. Insider information. Why? Because we haven't, basically I have the inside advantage, the insider information on the stock I'm giving to you. Now, I can't tell you exactly what, blah, blah. But here's what the insider information really is. Number one is the stock has to meet a list of 10 criteria. It has to meet all these criteria right here, okay, which is valuation, inflection point, CEO quality, theme, market size, stock, all those things, chart, and the chart. So two things which are very important. Number one is the stock has to be deeply undervalued to the comps. We got to get in with what I call a built-in profit. We got to get in at a 75% discount to the comps in the space. Number two, we got to have the chart set up. We got to have the thing ready to break out of the moving averages and the algos to go off. That's really it, okay? So unless we have those two things, we're not taking on the client, even if they want to pay however much they want to pay, okay? We're not taking them on. We're not going to take them on unless they meet the 10 criteria, and especially those two, valuation and the chart setup. Why do we do that? Craig, I think the new stock will be below because the ones in the pipeline right now are below $1. Can I recommend an Argentine stock? I don't know any Argentine stocks. I think they're doing well now. No, I think I'm not following them. They got the new president or whatever, Milei. He's doing a bang up job from what I understand. So, their economy is doing well. But yeah, I think the new stock is going to be under $1. But here's the thing. Why is the new stock going to explode? Because all our stocks explode. Every one of our 5 stocks in the last few months, every stock we've launched has exploded day 1. Oh, actually, Seattle exploded day 3. Took off a little bit, but then exploded day 3. And that was a big one, up 700%. Sometimes if it's a delayed reaction, you have a bigger move. So, what is it? Oh, yeah. We're gonna hang on a second. 203. Yes, C+. Are you in? I think you're in our. You're in our WAP channel, right? You're in the WAP. If you are, yeah, it's gonna be a video. It's gonna be the course. It's gonna be a live stream and then a course inside of WAP. So how do you join? Click the link in the bio above. The link in the bio to go to WAP. There's a link. It says Early Alerts Program. Okay, now, here is the deal. What you get, again, let me repeat. I don't want to sound like an infomercial going in there. But it's basically is this. It's this. It's you get, number one, very important, you get notification when we launch that new banger. Number one benefit. Now, we're going to have, again, between 1 and 3 new stocks a month. Sometimes we have 1, sometimes we have 3, sometimes 2, sometimes 0. On average, we want to get at least 2. That's the sweet spot. And hopefully next week will be the launch. Benefit number 2, you get our trading signals throughout the day on our private Telegram channel where we can tell you about breakouts that are happening so you can get in early. Like even ADTX, not a big one today. ADTX, not a big one, but we had a nice I can hear this noise. We had a nice little run. We had a breakout from $1.10. Yeah, 20-cent move. Not a like a 20%. Wait, from $1.10 to what is that? A 15% move. Not a huge move. Nice little move. Of course, we have obviously on the ADTX. We had a bunch of calls on that. On our other stocks, on Seattle, we had a bunch of calls. So you get that, and of course, you can have access to private communication with other members. You can chat to people in the thing. And of course, you're going to have, Kafil is in, okay. Kafil is in WAP. Okay, so we're going to have, Kafil, we're going to have the, the course tonight, 10-bagger blueprint. We're starting tonight. Number one, I might do 2 lessons tonight. I'm going to see if I can do 2 lessons. I'm going to see if I can do 2 lessons tonight so that you guys can have it. All right. Somebody's talking about Seattle. Let me repeat on Seattle. No, Seattle is not done. Yes, we are waiting for the merger. Yes, we're waiting for the merger. It's, as I've said 1,000 times here, it's going to drift until we have confirmation from NASDAQ. Until NASDAQ approves. It's going to bounce between here and like $5. Really between $3 to $5 is going to bounce in that range. $3 to $4, maybe a little bit lower. It's just going to bounce around until we get the approval. It could even go to $2. Very possible it could go to $2. Now, if Seattle goes to $2, that could be a major, major buy in Seattle. Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. It's very possible. Because people are losing patience. They don't have patience to wait. So that's what happens. Nothing we can control. All right, guys, we'll see you all in the next one. Click the link in the bio above to get my free newsletter. And also, if you want to subscribe to get onto WAP, link in the bio above or in the video description below if you're watching on YouTube to get all that good stuff. All right. We are done with the TikTok. C+, you're not there? You'll be there one day. I know. You may not need it. You're pretty advanced with charts. I don't think you need the chart thing. You got the book. Look, if you have the book, if you have the 10-bagger blueprint book, you don't need the video course. I mean, you might want, obviously you want to get the early alerts. That's true. That's true. The early alerts does help. All right, guys, we'll see you all in the next one. Live stream tomorrow with ADN.